The famous YouTube group the NELK Boys are leaving a lot of money on the table with their web shop of their brand Happy Dad. And in this video we are going to make sure that they will collect all of their money. When I took a look at their web shop, I saw a lot of things that can be better. And I'm going to showcase you that in this video so you can take notes of that and implement this for your own web shop in order to get a better conversion rate and a higher average order value. So with no further ado, let's get straight into it. So right now we're on the web shop of Happy Dad, and what I will do in this video is that I will go over the home page, the product page, the collection page and the checkout page, and I'm going to show you exactly what are the things that they're doing really well and what are the things that they should definitely improve in order to see better results. And I make this type of videos special for you if you're selling on your own web shop, so you can take notes from it, you can take inspiration from it and implement it for your own web shop to see better results. And I would like to start off with the home page and this above the fold section because these are the things that people or visitors will see if they're not scrolling down. So what do we see in here is in here they got the menus, the logos, the currencies in here, and they got a slider, and in here already a top of the collections. So what's important to understand is that Happy Dad is only selling to the United States and Canada. That means that for me, and I'm in Amsterdam based, that I can't receive any of these products, and the NELK Boys or Happy Dad is way larger than only the United States and Canada. So what I will do to make it immediately clear for who is this website for and who not, to add an announcement header in here where they basically say we only ship to the United States and Canada, or only available in USA and Canada. So that way it will be immediately clear for who is this for and for who is this not for. So people that are also in the United States and Canada know immediately, hey, I can buy on this web shop. Okay, so for more clarity, I would like to add this announcement bar on top of it, so you will exclude everyone else. So let's look at the menus, and there's a lot of things that they can improve in here, so we will go by step. So we'll see in here the shop, the store locator, the about and the FAQ. So what are the things that they can improve in this menu section? So if you're having your own web shop and you have a menu section like this, take notes because there's a lot of optimization possible. So first things first is that there's a lot of different collections or collabs or different products in here. So to make it understandable what it exactly is that if you go over with your mouse, in here there should be a visual of the image of the product. So let's say there is an head in here, right? That in here you will see a product with the head, something like this. So that way you know exactly what all of these collections looks like with the products. Other things that they can do to improve, so if you click on this, is that you will see a huge list of all of the products lined out, is that you take one step back and that you add all of the collections in here. So basically all of the things that are highlighted is that you add it in here so people can go easily on what they're looking for. So let's say I'm looking for the heads, that I can click on the collection and I only get the heads. But let's say I'm looking for the death row, right? Then I can't find it immediately. I need to scroll down. I need to search for all of this product. Maybe I need to go over 4 pages to find the product. So that way it's really important that if you have this many products, is that you add one step before of this and that you highlight all of the collections. One of the other things that they can do to improve this section is to make an extra collection that's called bestsellers, or maybe products that are in the sale. Add that collection in here and make sure that you change the font of black to red. Okay, so that way it will stand out. And that is really important, that let's say you are running a sale and you want to highlight that, is that you basically change the font so people will click way faster on it. Okay, and that are the things that they can improve in this section. So number one is that they visual products, the extra collection steps if they click on the shop now button, and that you make a collection font to red so it will stand out even more. Okay, so that's basically what we see in here. The store locator, I would change the copy to find my store, something like that, so it's more easy to understand instead of store locator. The about us is a really interesting page, and also the FAQ. There's a lot of improvements and good things that I've seen in here, but before we go into that, let's go to the about us. And what I'm missing in here is that personal touch, okay? Because all of these people that are building this from the NELK Boys, right, they are really famous, and I'm missing right now the photos of the owners, okay? And you need to understand that people are buying from people, and the more personalization and phases you connect with your brand, the more personal it will look like. So in this case, instead of just having this package, I would highly recommend to add a photo of the owners in there using the products, maybe the influencers they're working with, so that way it will be way more personal. Other thing that they can do, and is also something that I would highly suggest you to do if you have a page like this, like an about or a customer service or one of the other pages that are in the footer, is that you always refer back to the products. So in this case, there's like a nice little story about the brand, but instead of letting people go back to the products or to buy a product, they will redirect them away to Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. So instead of having these links in here, is that you also highlight the best-selling products. So people, if they click on About Us, that they can go easily back to the best-selling products. Okay, so if you have this page as well, make sure that you always highlight products. In the FAQ, there's a lot of things that they are doing really well, is the way that how they ask the questions and they give the answer. So where can I buy Happy Dad? Boom, a clear action with a link to the solution. And that's something that I really see going wrong often, is that there is an FAQ, but that there's no links that is going to the solution. So who distributes Happy Dad? Boom, there is a link, right? And what are the things that they can do better is this type of questions. What are the ingredients in Happy Dad? Then you have like a link of, or there you have like a list of all of the ingredients, but then you should always add a link to the products. So that way, okay, hey, I know what the ingredients are, I can shop. And then boom, there is a link. So that way you will increase your CTR for pages like this, and all of these micro changes will have a huge impact on your overall revenue and down the line profit. So make sure that you add all of those links in the FAQ. One thing that they can do better as well is, as you can see, there's a lot of questions that they're asking. Break it down in customer service, break it down on the product level, break it down in whatever level it's needed to give a clear understanding. But this is like way too much, and right now it seems like that a lot of people has a lot of questions, but if you simply break it down, it will be more in a great overview to search through the answers that you're looking for. Also, one of the things that I never recommend for you to do is in this navigation section that you add the FAQ in here. So always move this FAQ section all the way to the footer, right? Make sure that you add it in here, because if you highlight it in here, people will click on it. It's not moving people to the next step, okay? So it's important that the home page is to get people to the collection page or the product page, etc., to the next step. And right now you redirect people away to send them to the FAQ. So make sure that you put that down in the footer and that you add those links that will redirect these people to the product page again. What do we see else is the logo in here. The currency collector is really nice, so it's really understandable. An account, right? People can sign up for an account. Later on, I will show you why this is hurting your conversion rate in the checkout. They got a search and a cart, and then we see the slider. And I really like the sliders. It's high quality, it's branded, it's on point. But what is the thing that they can do to improve is that they add a button in here. Okay, so right now there's no button in here. You can still click on it, and boom, you will go to the collection. That's really nice, but make sure that you add the button in there so people can click on this, and then they will redirect it to the right slider. Then in here we see some collabs, and then again all of the products. So the same what I was saying in this, if you click on this one, is that you want to break this down. Break it down in more collections if you have a collection of a lot of products, right? So right now there's like maybe 100 products in here. So make sure that you break it down so people can easily navigate through all of the products. Also, one thing that they can do to improve is that they add more social proof with their faces. They got a huge name, right? They got a huge YouTube channel. Make sure that you highlight friends, other influencers that are using the products to add and gain more social proof. So if you're selling on your own webshop, make sure that you also add influencers if you have them, that you add your own personal touch in them, and that way people buy from people and they will feel more connected with the brand. Also, one thing that they can improve or should improve, also something that I would highly recommend for you to implement, is that you also add the store benefits. Okay, so what's the return policy? What is the shipping cost? Can I pay save later? All of these things will make sure that your brand feels more trustworthy. And if you add that in above the fold section or somewhere in this homepage, it will make sure that you get more trust in here. Okay, so that's also something that you always need to highlight. So let's go over one of the products. And what I don't really understand is that they have a buy with Amazon Prime, but also highlighted in the product page. So in this case, make sure that you always have like one clear next step, right? This is really confusing. I'm not clicking on the Amazon Prime and boom, I still got it in here. And there's no difference if you click on this one on the products that are in here or in here. So if you're doing something like this, make sure that you remove it and it is simple and easy to understand. So that also comes down to one of the first thing is that there are 2 call to actions. And the product page has only one goal, and that is to get that sale. So make sure that you only use one clear step, and that is from the product page to go to the cart page, from the cart page to the checkout page. So make sure that you always have one add to cart button instead of 2 different ones, because this will again causes a lot of questions. So if we look at the rest of the page, is in here that I don't see really social proof. I really would like to see some more reviews in this section. So maybe influencers that are using this product. I made another video, I think that's the one with Prime, that you definitely should check out what I'm meaning with the review section in this near the product title. So definitely check that one out. I will link it down below. Also something that I would recommend to implement for a brand like this, and again they got a huge name, everyone trusts them, but to give them more product highlights or product USP. So in this case, right, people are already sold on the design because they are a fan of the brand, but talk about the quality, right? Is it one size fits all? Is it waterproof, right? All of those things, if you just add that in bullet points above the add to cart, it will make your product so much more stronger. Okay, so again, if you're selling products like this, make sure that you also include this type of questions or USPs, because this can be questions from people that are visiting the product page. Also, something that they can do to improve in this case is the free delivery and returns as soon as tomorrow, June 25, is really good. But is this for the whole store or is this only for Prime? Okay, so that's something that you always need to be careful of when having 2 call to actions. So I think this is for the Prime. So this is really good to set the expectations once someone is ordering on your webshop. Okay, so this is really good. You can also change that with the payment batches, right? Something that I'm always coming back to, because people want to know if they can pay safe on your webshop. So make sure that you always highlight the payment batches. Like one of these USPs, you can add it in here and then add the payment batches below the add to cart. Okay. One thing that I'm really missing on this page, and maybe you're guessing it already, is bundles. Okay. So they got a hat in here. They got multiple hats, but they got also t-shirts and sweaters. So it will be so much strong for your average order value that if you're selling fashion or other products, is that you test different type of bundles. So in this case, a hat with a sweater or a hat with a t-shirt, right? And that are the things that you can implement right now to get a better average order value. So instead of having it's all empty and the people can only buy this product, make sure that you add bundles in here. So that way your average order value will skyrocket. The last thing that I would like to improve on this product page is this section. Okay, so you have some really nice clean product photos. I really like them, but there is no lifestyle photos. There's no brand owner, there's no one from the NELK boys that are using this cap or hat, right, with a photo on how it will look like. So that way people have no visual image on how it will look on a person. So if you're selling fashion, always make sure that you include lifestyle images. So those are the things that they can definitely improve on their product page, something that you can do as well. Okay, so reviews, bullet points, bundles, payment batches, one clear call to action, and most of all, social proof. Okay, so again in here a section in between you may also like and the product with reviews. Okay, so that will give more trust. So that's the product page. What I would like you to show you next is this. So once I click on the add to cart, you basically get this notification, and there's nothing wrong with this, right? Keep shopping or a few back. But if you're using a notification like this, make sure that you always add recommendations. So right now, if I click on keep shopping, nothing will happen. Okay, but if I click on view back, then I go to the back. But make sure that in this case that you add in here recommendations or frequently bought together or check out this product, so that way you will redirect people to other products. You need to understand, guys, that people they want to be guided, okay? And you need to think that they don't know anything and that they are stupid, okay? And if you really think like this, then you will recognize points and elements on your webshop what you can improve. So in this case, instead of like having this useless notification, make sure that you add recommendations so people will see more products. So for now, we click on the back. So the view back, and something that they do really well is this upsells in here. But if you want to use this type of upsells, make sure you give a reason through it. So in this case, a shipping bar, right? So if they got, let's say $50, then they get free shipping. So then there's a reason to add other products. Or maybe another offer can be buy 3, pay 2, right? Or order 3, pay 2, something like that. Because that way people has a reason to add all of these upsells. So that's something that they can do. You can also add a timer in here to add a little bit more of urgency in there. And something that I'm really missing on this product page and in the cart is what is the shipping cost, okay? And people really want to know if they are having free shipping or not. If not, if you're not offering free shipping, then you can use the shipping bar in here. If you have free shipping, then you want to highlight it all over your product page. So right now it's only for the Prime, right? So if you click on this, it's only for the Prime, but I don't want the order through Prime. So is it also free for me? Okay, so all those type of questions is something that you definitely want to answer before people clicking on the cart. Okay, so right now we have the product, and let's go to the checkout. And one of the things that they are doing really well here is this upsell section in here. Okay, so you can easily add an upsell, boom, and there it is. Okay, so this way you can really improve your average order value. So this upsells in here. But what are the things that they can improve? And this is what I mean and refer in the beginning of this video is an account, right? If you enable that people can sign up for an account, this outbound link will be here in the checkout. So if you click on this, then people will be redirected to here. And there's no explanation on the benefits of signing up for an account. The only thing is that people will think, hey, maybe if I sign up, I get a discount, something like that. And this is all in the checkout. And you need to understand people already in the checkout. You need to remove all of the friction, all of the outbound links, because you want to get that sale. So if you're having this outbound link, people will go away from the checkout. So always make sure that you remove this. And especially if you're having this, that you set expectations on what they can expect once they're signing up. So right now there's login, enter email, and we'll send you a login code, right? There's no actually urgency, call to action, or clarity on what will happen once I'm signing up. Okay, so there's something that you always want to remove. And one of the other things that they can improve on this checkout is the use of colors. So right now, as you can see, it's different than the other colors, right? If you look at the web shop on the, let's say this product, you see it's red. Make sure that the checkout is also red. Okay, so that are the things that they can definitely improve, so that way you keep consistency in the checkout. And if you find this type of videos valuable, make sure that you leave a like, comment down below what web shop you would like me to see next one. And last video I reviewed the website of Prime from KSI and Logan Paul. I think there's a lot of e-commerce nuggets, knowledge, hacks in there as well for you. So make sure that you will check that one out. I will leave it down below. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video. Bye.